What's up, XRP family? Thank you guys for joining the video for today. We have some very nice things to show you guys, and we are coming closer and closer to the end of the lawsuit, guys. Now let's take a look at some very nice videos, guys, where you can literally see the evidence that Ripple XRP is being implemented in this new financial system that is coming. Hence all the chaos that you're seeing happening in the world today, it's all related to one thing, guys, and it's that they are changing the whole financial system, and they are covering that up. So you may see the craziest things being thrown around you, and that is why, because it is because of the financial system, guys. It needs an upgrade. Now let's take a look here.
Moved by consumers today at Bank of America today is moved digitally. One half. This is not something new. When you get to an anonymous currency, that's a different question. And that's a policy question of whether we want an anonymous currency out there of size and scale and scope. And that's what you start to see people struggle.
Do you think we do? Do you think we want it?
I don't think you want it. I think the reason why the $100 bill was the largest denomination of bills was to make money more difficult to move other than through a verifiable system. And I think that is a lesson a lot of economies have learned over time as they brought their denominations down to improve the transparency of the economy, the ability to track it, the ability to find the money, the ability to have it come through in a huge AML and KYC work we do and the industry does. And it helps you find all kinds of interesting things, and that's important for law enforcement and other types of things. So I think that's not good. The speculation, I'll let other people reflect on it. You're seeing great debates on it. But I think, the idea of digitizing money is not new. The wire system is a digital transfer system. The ACH system. The question is, what's exciting is when you can walk around Bryant Park out here and go in these little shops that are set up for Christmas and be able to tap your phone or something like that as opposed to carrying dollars. Those are exciting things. To get that last mile electronified. That's what, to have you and I exchange money if we had lunch together through Zelle. That's exciting. That takes the cash, because in the end of the day, of the $53 billion expenses, odd round numbers we'll have next year, 5 of it will be to move coin, currency, and checks around the system. And if I can take that down in a safe, verifiable ability to do it, know your customer in AML, take that down, that's a very valuable thing for us.
See, guys, look how this is the CEO of the Bank of America, right? You are talking about the big guys here, guys. These are the big guys, okay? What is he saying? He's saying here that they don't want an anonymous currency, which is very obvious, which is Bitcoin. He says that they want KYC, they want AML, they want transparency, last mile. All of that is Ripple. That's all Ripple, guys. That's what XRP is trying to do. He's saying they want to have something in a verifiable way where you can verify the transfer, the transaction. Right? All Ripple, guys. Very obvious. So here we can see, guys, that Swift is mentioning XRP as an example for using cryptocurrency as settlement, right? They have 3 options here. Transfer of funds on Corda, Swift GPI, GPI link, and then they say cryptocurrency XRP, right? Which is a part of this whole system that they are now making. And here you can see Swift may decide to open the proof of concept to other DLT providers' businesses, ecosystems, e-commerce payment service providers, right? They want this new technology, guys. They need it, because you just saw that video that I showed you of that guy that is talking about Bank of America. Now, remember, Swift is just a messaging system. Swift does not have liquidity. Ripple, using XRP, has both. They have the messaging system and they have liquidity, right? So it's a whole different thing that we're seeing here unfolding right now. Ripple's XRP was mentioned in relation to cross-border payment systems in the proposed bill text, the pending action, a document on remittance transfers under the Electronic Fund Transfer Act. Another paper talking about Ripple. Here we can see, with banks and credit unions, which allow such entities to tap into the closed network payment systems that non-bank remittance transfer providers have developed, and 3, the continued growth of expanding partnerships of virtual currency companies such as Ripple, which offer both payment messaging platform to support cross-border money transfers, as well as a proprietary virtual currency XRP, which can be used to effect settlement of those transfers. So it's not Ripple doesn't just provide messaging. No, they have real-time settlement because they have also the liquidity. So they can move funds and send a message simultaneously. This has never been the case until now, guys. This is literally groundbreaking technology that we're talking about here. And that is why they want to implement this. Now here we can see, guys, that this is lately happening, that Dr. Rosalind Layton has filed an amended motion to intervene to petition the court for access to the Hinman speech documents. Dr. Layton's original request suggested that the SEC had offered the Hinman speech in support of its own summary judgment motion when that was not the case. Right? So we have seen now that everything is on the table. And now we have Dr. Rosalind Layton filing a motion to intervene with this problem. This has happened today, guys. This is Rosie Rios. What would I do as an investor? Follow the money, where it's going, metaverse, blockchain, AI. Listen carefully, guys. Rosie Rios was a treasury member, which is now working with Ripple. Can you connect the dots, guys? Okay, because XRP is literally on the brink of breaking out, guys. We will see some kind of price movement very, very soon. Let's take a look.
What would I do as an investor? One, I would follow the money. Yes, it is my name on U.S. currency, almost $1.8 trillion with my name on it in currency in circulation, so no one has made more money than I have. But if I were following the money, where is it going? It's going to the metaverse, it's going to blockchain, it's going to artificial intelligence. Technology and innovation will be the key. And here's what's important to remember. In 2007 and 2008, we saw a huge growth of investment in technology and innovation. This was during the downturn. What was invented in 2007 that has turned our world upside down today? Anyone? The iPhone. Very good. The iPhone was invented in 2007. There is no doubt, and then obviously subsequent to that, you saw Facebook, you saw Google, you saw Airbnb, you saw Uber. In one of our biggest downturns, innovation still mattered. And that's going to still be the case. This is a very resilient global economy, and a lot of that innovation is happening here. Absolutely, it's happening here. But when I think about the pillars of capital, financial capital, physical capital, intellectual capital, it is human capital that still remains the best investment to make. And I know that's happening here in this country. I know it's happening in the U.S., and I want people to remember that this relationship that the U.S. has with India is so important. You might recall that President Obama visited India twice during his administration. You also know that President Biden has had 2 in-person bilateral meetings with Prime Minister Modi. That relationship will absolutely, no doubt, continue. For the person who was born and raised in Silicon Valley, I know firsthand the economic, the political, and the social influence.
Very interesting things are unfolding, guys, because you can see that Rosie Rice is talking about where she would put her money as an investor, talking about metaverse, blockchain, and AI, right? And she clearly gives you a very good example about the time when there was crisis, there was also opportunity. What can we see now? We can see that the biggest crisis is going on, right? Everything that has happened, all the things, all the prices that are going insane. That's when the opportunity of investment actually rises, guys. And my guess is that XRP is that next thing. It is going to be crazy. It is going to be something like never else before, because you are talking about changing the financial system, which has not been done for a very, very long time. This is Jack McDonald, CEO of Polysign. Let's take a look what he's saying, guys. It's no longer a disagreement about the facts now. It's just a question of law for the judge to appoint on.
I think that you're going to see a lot of companies take on the SEC with lawsuits. I think we've got, in the case of both Ripple and Grayscale, large, well-funded organizations who have the resources to do it, but more than just the resources, they've got the real conviction and belief of what they're doing, and really fighting for a greater good. For Brad Garlinghouse, who I'm very respectful and fond of. I think he's really taken up the torch here, and fighting for what they as a company and he personally truly believes in is the right approach. And I think others would likely follow, but don't have the platform that he and Ripple have, don't have the resource they have, et cetera. And so in many ways, I think, there are obviously a lot of eyes watching the outcome of that. Hopefully we get some clarity, sometime soon. Motions for summary judgment have been filed from what I read in the
a lot of eyes on that lawsuit, guys, and that's how important it is for cryptocurrency. Everyone is waiting for that verdict. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. See you in the next one. Cheers.